you're probably doing some optimizations that you shouldn't do. And I'll go through here what kind of optimizations I've done myself and I've seen people do that are not of the best business interest. So let's get started. Bad optimizations. Do they even exist? Yes, they exist both in business and in personal life. Let's take an example from personal life. Let's say you have diarrhea all the time and your solution is to buy toilet paper in bulk. Probably not the best optimization strategy. In business it might not be so simple, and you might not see the obvious problems that you're doing in business. So I'll go through here 3 examples how I or other people have made bad optimization strategies. Example 1. If your business have problems with support tickets, well, it could be pretty easy just to hire more support, but that's not the best optimization strategy. A better one is automation. You can, for example, make a chatbot that can help with support. But you probably know that this is not really usually working that well. At least when I'm going to a chatbot, I usually just need to get through to a human. So it's better, but maybe not that much better. An even better idea is to talk with your customers and learn why they have a problem. So if you don't hire support, you need to talk with your customers and you figure out what UX things do I need to do, what software do I need to update, what processes do I need to change so that they can understand the software better or the business better. It sounds obvious, and it is, but often the obvious thing is the one that's not done. Example number 2. I spent a crazy amount of time updating our culture document, like how we should behave, how should we do things, etc. And I did that because there was one employee that did not do what he was supposed to do. And it was, of course, a solution that kind of worked, but not really, because he would never follow it. So I would try to change it, update it, etc. The best optimization strategy in that case would just be to fire him. It was not easy because he was an awesome guy, though not a good employee. So sometimes you just procrastinate with optimizing something where the underlying course is sometimes a little bit harder to do. Example 3. Some businesses I work with have optimized for cost at all cost. And that could be very negative for your business. If you are excessively just trying to drive down cost of your employees and everything in the company, what ends up happening is that you will lose some employees and then you constantly have to get new employees into the business. Now, what happens then is you just spend all your time training new people, and that's not a good way to run a business if you want to grow. Instead, it is better to optimize for what value you get. So a way to think about this is if you put maybe some effort into optimizing someone's workflow, someone's processes, someone's knowledge, then maybe you get more out of them and they're more valuable to you, and they will also learn something and they will become better. So this way you can have a way to grow together. And yes, it sounds trite, but it's absolutely true. Of course, this goes both ways. I had to fire employees that were registering a day of work, even 2 days of work, for a half hour of real work. So you have to really also be vigilant about that, and when you find bad apples, you make sure to get rid of them fast. How can you do that? Well, that will be in a future video, so I strongly suggest you to subscribe for that one. So tell me, what other optimizations have you done that have been detrimental to your growth or your company's growth? I'm sure other people, and myself included, could learn from this. That's it for now. See you in the next one. Cheers.